So now what we do, we throw that there. Get a grenade ready. Rip. Look at that. All of them gone. Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Leon Rage here. Today I'm bringing you another video on Tom Clancy's The Division, and today we're going to be testing out this new build that I decided to make because I wanted to see if there was a build that can be more of a ability DPS and maybe give myself a constant buff. And sure enough, I did find one because I did a little more research into the Tactician build. So what we have here is the Tactician Nomad. Basically it is a 3-piece Tactician. Of course, with the Ninja Bike backpack it's going to be a 4-piece with 2 Nomads, making it 3 according to the backpack. So without further ado, let's get inside this build. On the vest for the Nomad, rolled under stamina because you're going to want to have health. This build I tried to make it a little more, I guess you could say, balance between firearms and stamina. As you can see, I have 4,000 each, and I try to give myself a little bit more electronics to make sure that my abilities are doing what they need to do as far as a DPS. So the vest has 16,000 health and a 9% skill haste with 56% ammo capacity. Now the cool thing about the Nomad is that you get 15% health on kill. So basically every kill you're going to heal just a little portion of yourself. And now you, with the 3-piece, you get a constant small amount of healing, allowing the user to regenerate all segments of health during combat. So if you ever notice when you go into combat and if you don't have 3-piece Nomad, your segment bar of health, you have 3 bars, you only fill up 1 bar until you're out of combat. And I believe it's depending on your, I think it's toughness, or yeah, toughness is your stamina or your health regen, and I believe your stamina is your health in general. Basically if you don't have this, you're only going to refill 1 bar. And once you refill that 1 bar, you can either use a med kit or you can do the self-heal tool, and you get more health that way. However, running the 3-piece Nomad, you don't have to worry about that. It's going to be a small amount of healing, but you'll be able to refill your entire health bar. So it's always good to have this on a health build. Maybe you could be a little more tankier, being able to take a little more hits. For the holster, it is basically balanced out between the 3 stats: firearms, stamina, and electronics. I have a 3.5 critical hit chance on this, and let's see, for the mods, I'm running a little low on mods, so this was still kind of focused on my healer build. So I don't like having empty slots, so I just decided to fill that in with some random. I didn't go over the mods on this. Alright. The mods on my vest were electronics with health and stamina with skill power. And Tactician. Tactician, I usually always run it with electronics, mainly because of the perks that the Tactician gives off. So the more electronics I have already stacked on the armor, it's basically going to give me more of a buff every single time I put in more of the Tactician. So as you can see, once again, it's under electronics. I have enemy armor damage and of course the blind death resistance. It sucks that you can only reroll one thing, but it is what it is, and we just have to take it. Now the perks that you get with running Tactician is a set of 2, gives you a 15% skill haste. This allows your cooldowns to be quicker, So that way you can just keep popping off every single ability you have. This is perfect for a ability DPS or even as a healer, because you're going to need to be picking up all your teammates or give out constant healing if you have the support station. So running a 2-piece tactician with a 4-piece reclaimer, if you don't have the backpack, then obviously you're going to get a pretty good buff from this. But I encourage to go hunt for the Ninja Bike Messenger bag, because that really helps out a lot, and it makes it easier to build anything that's better and that can I guess fit your playstyle. And then the set of 3 gives you 10% skill power, so everything is going to get a 10% buff already, and that's going to stack along with the 4-piece. Now the 4-piece, every bullet your enemy, or every bullet you hit enemies with adds 1% bonus skill power. Every bullet your deployed skills hit with enemies adds a 0.2 bonus skill power. Now the skill power can be stacked up all the way to 30%, and it is used on your next ability use. So that's why for this build, it's always good to have a turret. Mainly because, as it says right here, the deployed skills hit enemies, and it adds a 0.2%. So basically, if you're shooting at one enemy, you have a turret, it's hitting another one, you're getting a pretty good stack, and it fills up pretty quickly. So that way, maybe if you have seeker mines, or maybe if you have a sticky bomb, now you're going to do a lot more damage, because now you're getting a 40% skill power on this thing. So that is always nice as far as being a DPS, or even a tank build as well. You can have all this rolled under electronics completely, have a shield, and just use a sticky bomb. For the mods I have on here is electronics with skill power. Sorry, I'm burping and I don't want it to go through the mic. And as you can see from my gloves, it's rolled under electronics again with enemy armor damage, critical hit chance, and 9% skill haste. My knee pads is once again rolled under electronics with 16,000 health. I decided just to get rid of the experience on kill minor attribute, so now I just get a 32% disrupt resistance, 33% blind death resistance, and a 16% damage to elites. Because a lot of the times I use this build for maybe some legendary missions or challenging, and a lot of it I use in the underground too. So if there's no healer being needed, this is what I'm usually going to run, other than my fire tactician. And we are going into the mods, which is a firearms skill power. I should really probably change that to either electronics or stamina. Let's see what we got here. Well, there's electronics with skill power, electronics and skill haste. Firearms, I don't need no firearms. Let's switch it off to, well, I guess that's the only one I got left. Alright, let's just go with that. And of course I have the sticky bomb explosion radius at 5.5%. Let's see, we are going to save this. Oh no, you can see the names of my builds. Oh no. Okay, we're going into the abilities. So, like I said with the tactician, it's always going to give you a 0.2% increase every time your turret's going to hit an enemy. So, like, it's always good to have another, I guess, another set of guns, as you can say. Especially if you run solo in PvE. I don't know how well this build will do in PvP. More than likely, it'd be better off in a group. But for PvE and solo purposes, for something that, hey, you might want to just blaze through, this could probably be the build for you. And you can see we have our sticky bomb. Let's see if we can look at the, whoops, I don't know how to play this game. Okay, you can see the base and the total right down there under the attributes. And of course I have the BFB mod. So now this thing does quite a bit of damage already. The explosion radius is what, 25? 0.25 bigger. Deployment range still the same. The cooldown is a little more than half. I don't have to wait 94 seconds. I can just wait 32 seconds for it. And you can see the turret, it has more health. The range is still the same, sadly. Lifetime still the same. The health is increased quite drastically. And the cooldown is basically about half. Let me go into my talents so you can see what I usually run. For this, I do shrapnel. With the sticky bomb, it's going to cause everyone to do bleeding, especially with the BFB mod. So now you're going to be doing a little bit more damage to enemies that are around the initial target of the explosion. I have strike back. Reaching low health reduces any active skills that are on cooldown. So it reduces the cooldown by 20%. Combat medic, you gotta heal your friends nearby. And I have tech support. Kill a hostile while the skill is deployed, and it extends the active skill duration by 10%. This is also a good thing to have with the turret, because now you can make your turret last a bit longer when it's on the field. As you saw earlier, the turret lasts for about 45 seconds if it's not being hit and if you're keeping it healthy. So if you have the turret out and you're getting kills, that turret's going to be out longer. So now it's able to withstand a bit more of a wave of enemies that are coming in. And that should be it. For the purpose of this video, to make it a little bit more shorter, I will be doing the Madison Field Hospital on hard, just to kind of give you a small reference of what this build can do. Whenever I get the 30% buff up, and when I'm in cover, I will show you the difference between the skill power and electronics of what they are now. It's 242, 600. And then you get to see the difference between what they would do on here. I believe it would show me the difference on here as well for both of these. Without further ado, let's get this started.
We've got a lot of hostiles inside, Agent. They're holding Dr. Candle and her staff. We need those personnel back at the base so we can get the medical wing functional.
So you're going to want to place your turret somewhere where it's going to be able to hit enemies. As you can see, the little green square under my HUD where my grenades are at, there's a 24. So now I have a 24% buff on my next ability use. Oh, that was a bad idea. Bad idea.
If you patch me into the security system, I might be able
Okay.
to find Candle's location.
So my skill power was at 242, 600. Now it is at 308, 763. That's quite a big jump from what it was before, and this is with the 30% increase. So now let's go over, and you can see that basically the damage for the explosion is quite drastically changed a bit. I wish I could have remembered the number for that before, but I'm pretty sure it changed. And I'm pretty sure this also changed a bit as well. And if it hasn't, at least my skill power has increased, so that way you can see this 30% buff does really help out. Now you could also use it with just another turret, so now your turret can hit a little harder.
Let's see what I can find. Can you see
Or
the CCTV feed? Looks like Candle and her staff are being forced to
Lao, shut up.
That's the only reason they're still alive.
Or you can use it on your sticky bomb to make sure that you can
Looks like they've got people upstairs in a restaurant.
kill enemies a little bit quicker. This woman just
There's a lot of
loved
these
to
guys, but if you use cover,
interrupt.
you'll be able to pick them off without making yourself the target.
There should be an option where you can get rid of the dialogue if you've already beaten the game. We're gonna get hit a few times. That's fine. So now my turret's gonna be a little, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit stronger. Let's see, I shoot enemies. That thing should look. It's already back at 30. All right. Shooting a little more. Sadly, this buff does not apply for grenades, which I kind of wish it should. I think it'd be a little bit better that way. Oh, that is not fun. I threw that too high. Yes, I did. When the hell did you get down here? Turret, save me. Save me. No, reload, reload. Let's see that yellow. Rip.
Candle and her staff are still upstairs, stashed in the kitchen.
Oh, okay, we're done here.
Word is that they've really trashed the place. It would have broken my dad's heart to see it go to hell like this. We used to watch games there together.
I need a drink of water.
Folks didn't live to see any of this. But then I think about all the people doing their best to keep going. That's who we do this for, Agent.
Gotta stay hydrated.
To get to Kobe's, you'll have to pass.
Look, you see what I mean? This woman here just loves to interrupt.
Being treated there before they got shot. Be careful.
Alright, no active buff. What I do like about the tactician buff is that it's constantly on you, even when you're out of combat. I think the only time it goes away is whenever it resets, I believe. Is whenever you have to load into a different screen. I think that might be the only time it would reset, but it's not like how the Predator's Mark used to be. The Predator's Mark also was a good build for either a tanky person or just maybe another DPS with just more firearms. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to hit that person behind the wall. But since they changed the Predator's Mark, now it goes away when you exit combat, which I don't like, but I can see how people would hate it. Rip. Oh. What are you doing there? My kitchen. Get out of here. Sorry, that might have been a poor impersonation. So now what we do, we throw that there. Get a grenade ready. Rip. Look at that. All of them gone. All of them.
The escort party's taking heavy
What'd you drop? What'd you drop?
They can't move
Mod.
until you get up there and take down that gunner.
We're pinned down. There's no way we'll make it across the line unless someone can get up there and take out the big gun.
All yours, Agent.
Alright. You gotta admit that was a pretty cool moment right there. Taking out all those enemies that came out of that little room. You know, they had the little orgy, they came back out, and they were ready to die.
Alpha escort. We have an agent on the roof. Is
the hostiles on the roof are gone, we'll get her across safely.
We're gonna save the 30% buff. Ground and pound. Walk up a little further. Move on the other side of the rail, please. Thank you. Throw that there. Grenade out. Throw that. Whee! Another cool thing about having this sticky bomb is that if you're able to kill enemies, sometimes they will go flying, and it makes for a really good highlight reel. Gives you something for you to friends you laugh at. How much else does he have? Boom! Look at that. Almost all of his armor is gone just from that one sticky bomb. Gone. Stop hiding! I'm gonna call that back. I'm gonna see if they can make this guy fly real quick. Pop up. Pop goes the weasel. Oh, okay, I suck. I suck. I should just die. Just kill me. Kill me. Hurry up. Kill me. Hurry up. Hurry up. Okay, no. Ow. Okay, no, never mind. I take that back.
Got the medics safely across. Candle and all staff accounted for. No casualties.
Yay. We did it.
Wish I could have had your back out there, but I think we make a hell of a team anyway. When you get back to the base, we'll talk to Candle, and we'll see what she can do for us.
And that's it. That's the Tactician Nomad build. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like or dislike, comment, and subscribe if you want to.